Okay, darling, if you were sitting around waiting for a magic payday, a huge windfall, winning the lottery, Aunt so-and-so finally kicking the bucket that you've never met but leaving you a bajillion dollars, this is never going to happen. You're wasting your time. The dollars, the pennies, the nickels, the dimes you have today, that is your tomorrow. You have to start saving where you are with what you've got right now. Hi. I'm Jenny. I am serving up hot coffee and cold truth for every one of us, including myself. I look in the mirror and I tell myself these exact same things. It is time to quit waiting and wasting time. Start saving your money today, stacking it up as quickly as you can, because you've got a whole long life ahead of you that you want to make sure you've got enough fundage for. Whether you're saving for retirement or for that next great adventure or paying off debt, you have to start with where you are, not waiting for that magical windfall to come your way. Life doesn't wait, and neither does your savings. We got to get going on this, so come on, let's take care of it. If you have made it this far without checking that like button, subscribing, and sharing this video, shame is what you should be feeling. Help me grow this channel and help you to have others find it. If you'll real quickly just subscribe, like, and share. Also, leave me a comment below of the future videos that you would like to see. Stop recording. Let's talk about this windfall fantasy, because my God, we have been dreaming about this since we were kids. When I win that lottery, what was it, back in the day? It was $1 million that was going to set us up forever. Our adult selves know that $1 million goes a long way, but not as much as our younger selves thought. But this windfall fantasy, it's easy street. We've worked hard. We deserve it. Let's wait for that to happen, and then we'll start saving. Then we'll do the right things with our money. Then we'll take this trip. We'll do this. We've got all of these fantasies built up in our mind about what we're going to do when that magical moment happens. But for the very few of us that has ever happened to, we've seen the reality TV shows. They go through that money so quick. And why? Because they've spent so much time dreaming with everything they're going to buy and do, they don't actually stop and think, when I get a windfall, what's the adult things to do with that money? And then go do some of that fun stuff with what might be left over. So the windfall fantasy is not something you can bank on. It's not going to happen. If you're age 40 or over, you're 50 or over, it's not going to happen. But let me tell you this right now. I need you to right this minute, like and subscribe. Yes, I love making these videos, but over time, I definitely want to be monetized. I want you to keep coming back. I want to keep making content. This is not my windfall. This is just one of my passion projects. But like, subscribe, y'all keep coming back. Also, in the description, I'm going to have a basic budgeting spreadsheet for those of you, and workbook, for those of you who may never have done this before. You don't actually have to have my spreadsheet or my workbook. You just need to simply have a back of an envelope and something to write with. I have videos about that. Check out the channel, find out where your gaps are, and let me help you fill them. All right, back to the show. So you have to start exactly where you are. And where you are is exactly right here. You have to start stacking up your nickels, your dimes, your dollars, your quarters. And to do that, you have to start intentionally not spending some of the money that's coming in. You can decide what that is that you're not going to spend, but you've got to start. You want to become more aggressive, more assertive with stacking up these, especially ladies, if you've not done anything to intentionally prepare for the next phase of your life, you know, that phase called retirement where none of us want to have to work. Some of us are going to continue to work because we like it, but others are going to have to work some because we haven't done enough to prepare. But you can take that edge off right now in the mornings. Is it your habit to get dressed, run by the local coffee shop, grab something to eat, grab a cup of coffee, going into the office? That's $7, $8, $12. Pause. Don't do it. Starting tomorrow, I want you to pick one thing you're going to stop spending money on that you spend money on every day, on the regular. And that money, I want you to move over to another account or withdraw it in cash and start piling it up in the old-fashioned coffee can or piggy bank. You're going to start piling up your cash so you can watch it grow. And then we'll talk about what you need to do to actually start securing and earning interest on the money. No excuses, none. So tomorrow, you have homework. You're going to stop spending money on something. Transfer that money over to a savings account. Transfer it over to another checking account, but set it aside because you didn't spend it, you've saved it. Saving money is often misquoted. Somebody might say, I went to a Black Friday sale and I saved $600 on this particular item that only cost me $1,800. Had you the $2,400 in your hand that you were going to go spend and the item actually only cost $1,800, so you took that $600, set it aside, and you saved it, or did you just not spend it? So that's the difference here. We're not talking about just not spending the money. We're going to save the money. So whether it's an automatic habit that you're going to interrupt, like buying the coffee or buying lunch, etc., or you're intentionally going to start moving over $10 a paycheck every week into a savings account, into a fund that you're calling My Savings. As you are intentionally not spending money and moving it over to savings, or you have an automatic draft set up to move money to a savings location, you're going to experience a mindset shift. As you see those nickels and dimes and quarters and dollars begin to add up and stack up, you're going to get excited. You're going to realize that you can do this, that you have waited a long time to start, but now that it's in motion, you're going to start finding all sorts of ways to start moving money over and saving it, because you're going to be really surprised at how much money is just bleeding and evaporating out of your life that you can now take control of. So again, in the description, I have a basic budgeting worksheet to help everybody who needs that first step in the right direction. But in the comments, leave me a note. Let me know what you're saving for, what one bold move you're going to do today or tomorrow is, how much you're going to automatically move over to savings, even if it's $5 a week. You'll be surprised how quickly that starts to stack up and how excited it makes you to keep adding to it. So I've given you your homework. Starting tomorrow, you're going to stop spending on something and intentionally set that money aside. Or you're going to start setting up an auto draft from your payday account, whether you deposit your account or it goes in electronically, into a separate account for it to start stacking up. But here is the adult action I challenge each of you to do. Open a dedicated savings account just for this fund you're saving. Again, this could be your peace fund so that you have a bucket of cash built up for when you finally retire to see you through those first couple of years as you get your feet up underneath you. This could be the long-awaited emergency fund. This could be, I'm going to pay off my debt in big chunks fund. You get to decide. But your adult action is to go set up a savings account. A lot of us today, we can just do that online. Go to your banking portal. You can click open new account. Say, I want a savings account. It doesn't even have to be interest bearing at this point. Just a safe box that you're going to move your money into. So you probably got a cup of hot coffee, hot tea. Here's your cold truth. Your big dreams are not going to build your future. It's the intentional hard work you're going to put in today. It's that hard work and that intention that's going to change your life and change your future. And your future self is going to thank you so much for having the courage and the boldness to make these changes. So the windfall's not coming. You have to be your own windfall. And it starts with a little breeze, which is tomorrow's intentional of not spending something and moving it to savings or setting up an auto draft. If this conversation has resonated with you, has made you stop and think, hit like, hit subscribe, leave me a comment, and share this video with somebody in your life. There's nothing easier to help you down the road than an accountability partner. Somebody who's aware of your intentions, of what you're trying to do to better yourself and better your tomorrow, to cheer you on and to keep you straight. I'm Jenny. I'm here to embolden. I've got a lot to say about a little and a little to say about a lot. So y'all keep coming back. Stop recording.